All right, this meeting is being conducted by video conference via zoom.us. This meeting of the Board of County Commissioners will be live streamed on the county's Facebook page at Montgomery County, will be available on local public access television, DATV, and will be posted on the county's website at www.mcohio.org per guidelines approved by House Bill 51. Madam Clerk, can you call this meeting to order? I mean, the roll call. Oh, sorry.
Commissioner Dodge,
Here.
Commissioner Lieberman,
Here.
Commissioner Rice.
Here. And our first item of business today, I'm told that it is re-entry week, and I think Commissioner Lieberman is going to start off our comments on this presentation.
I am. Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah, so it is entry week, month. There are so many months that are different causes that we're celebrating this month, but one that is near and dear to, I know, a lot of us is reentry. And so we do, the commissioners have done a proclamation, and I'm just going to read part of it. And then I think Jamie's going to say a few words. So I will actually, Jamie, you go ahead and then I'll read parts of the proclamation because it'll probably be duplicative a little bit. So go ahead, Jamie.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is a great month. It is Second Chance Month in April 2020, National Second Chance Month. And the final week of April is typically the reentry, National Reentry Week. We just like to thank each and every one of you for the support that you have provided over the years. Thank you to Commissioner Lieberman, Judge Rice. Thank you, Michael Colbert. Thank you, Tyler Small, Kelly Gears, and Joe Spittler for all the significant support that you have offered the Office of Reentry over the years. In our 12th year of operation, we are just overwhelmed and overjoyed with the significant success of over 90% of our graduates maintain life on this side of the fence. And we just appreciate the opportunity to continue to serve as public servants in our mission to provide programs and services that minimize barriers to reentry and promote a reduction in recidivism.
Thank you so much, Jamie. So we do have a proclamation, and I'll just read parts of it. So whereas Montgomery County recognized early on the importance of providing reentry services to individuals with a mission to transform their lives after prison or criminal conviction. And whereas Montgomery County Office of Reentry opened its doors in 2010 with a mission to serve the citizens of Montgomery County with programs and services that minimize barriers to effect reentry and promote a reduction in recidivism. Whereas the Office of Reentry's motto is action, alliance, and accountability. And it serves as a commitment to clients, partners, and the community as a whole to provide services that maintain fidelity and integrity. And whereas the United States Department of Justice has declared the month of April as National Second Chance Month, and we have declared April 25th through 30th as Reentry Week, and we acknowledge that America's criminal justice system must offer meaningful opportunities for redemption and rehabilitation. I'm going to skip a little bit. And then whereas during Second Chance Month, we lift up all of those who, having made mistakes, are committed to rejoining society and making meaningful contributions. Transitioning back into society can be overwhelming for those who are formerly incarcerated, as well as their families and communities. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners in Montgomery County, Ohio, honors and recognizes all returning citizens, their families, and all of the partners and individuals that support their return. We thank them for their hard work and dedication to their successful reintegration, and do hereby proclaim April 2022 as Second Chance Month and April 25th through 30th as Reentry Week in Montgomery County. As signed by Carolyn Rice, President, Judy Dodge, and Deborah Leader. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie and Judy, or Jamie and Judy. I'm off to a great start today.
Okay.
Jamie and Debbie. And we really do celebrate the just inspiring stories over and over. So thank you for all your work for all the many years. Our second presentation is Dr. Pamela Combs, who's our head. She is going to talk about her department and the wonderful month that it is. It's Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. So it's another inspiring team of people here in the county making a difference in people's lives. So the floor is yours, Dr. Combs.
Thank you, Commissioner. And it's an honor to be here today. Spring is the time that we celebrate DD awareness. And Janice is going to lead us through a brief PowerPoint presentation talking about our current services.
You're on mute, Janice.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the prompt. Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month has been observed nationwide in the month of March throughout the United States since 1987. And today we wanted to share a little bit about how we went about that in 2022. I don't know how long the Montgomery County Board of DD has been sharing its stories with you, but I know it's been a long time. And some of you have even come to know some of the people we featured during previous months of March. Our goal is to showcase the efforts and talents of people with developmental disabilities and the contributions that they make to our communities. And then also to educate people about the importance of impact and impact of human services here in Montgomery County. So I'm going to share my screen very quickly. And here we go. Can you all see it?
Yes.
Great. So some of you may have seen as you drove around the county throughout the month, some of our billboards. We featured 4 different folks who are working in the community on 16 different billboards here in Montgomery County. This is Chris, who works at Friendship Village in the kitchen as a dishwasher, and his career goal has been to do this. He has wanted so much to work in nursing homes and support the elderly because of his connections through his family. He has been doing this for quite a number of years and is actually one of our recent DD Hall of Fame winners. We have Jessica, who works in the laundry at St. Leonard Center. She has worked there for 20+ years. We had JJ, who works for PVS Plastics Technology in manufacturing. He's worked there for about a year, and he's one of 6 folks that we placed at PVS Plastics, thanks to collaboration with their CEO. And this is Star. She works in food prep at Ohio's Hospice of Dayton, there on Wilmington Pike. All of these people were nominated by county board staff because of their outstanding work ethic and because they showcase the capabilities and the potential of people with DD, and many were considered essential workers that worked faithfully throughout the pandemic. Our social media efforts this month highlighted these folks and other workers in the community, and we want to thank Deb Decker and her staff, particularly Kara Hamby, your social media coordinator, for sharing some of our stories. And we reached out to the head of PVS Plastics Technology, the CEO, to see if they'd be willing to collaborate with us on some feature opportunities, and it turned into a lovely partnership. So Rich Tursick, who is pictured here, along with JJ Allen, who is the person that was featured on our billboards, appeared on the WRGT morning show, and they also did a feature with us later in the month. So we had some nice publicity there. And then I have a video that I'd like to share. It's brief and it highlights the efforts that we've been focusing on to help employ people with developmental disabilities and get employers in the community to recognize them as a resource.
My name is Michelle Garrett. and I'm an Employment Navigator Supervisor for the Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disability Services. And my role is to help coordinate employment services for individuals who have disabilities. I truly believe that everyone has the right to work and should have the opportunity to work.
Over the past year that we've been in cooperation with the Montgomery County Board, we've been in close dialogue, talking about what are our needs here at the company, and they've really heard us out. They've toured the facility on multiple occasions. They've brought people in just to give a sense of, hey, is this going to work for you? Might you like this or not?
The key is building a relationship with the employer and letting them know that we are here.
JJ is one of our model employees. When he first came here, it was kind of fun. He made his presence known. He's got a very unique personality, very outgoing, and quite quickly, everyone was looking forward to him coming in at 4 o'clock, it's kind of between our shifts, and to hear what was his topic going to be on the day. He just brought a lot of levity here to our company, a lot of joy and happiness, and that's something that any company really values. I go by JJ since I'm second child in the family. I'm a bit of a gamer and nerd, and I like food. But doesn't though. Well, one of the facility staff that was higher up gave me a tour of the facility. They took me around even the parts I wouldn't be working at to show. Explained how some of the stuff was. I got to see things in action. They explained and helped me understand the basics of the job and all that. And I think that helped me a bit more adjust to the whole job early on. We make parts for various cars or trucks, and we make things for different medical equipment. Small parts that go into the bigger machine that help, in the case of medical equipment, save lives, keep lives going. And in the case of cars and trucks, make sure that trucks deliver food and that cars go places, that people can have a car in their driveway. Pizza delivery guys can still deliver pizza even on Super Bowl. And JJ is here every single day, and he works hard from the time he gets here to the time that he leaves. So he's packing out things, and it's nice to see him on occasion where he sees one of his coworkers maybe he's falling behind. Something's happened where they're busy trying to maybe pack something else up, and here comes JJ to help cover for that. And so it's just neat to see that he's just become one of our team members.
So I just wanted to share that with you and give you a little peek at some of the work that the Montgomery County Board of DD does on a daily basis to try and help people with disabilities gain inclusion into our community. So thanks for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
Janice.
Dr. Clem's going to talk?
I was just going to thank Janice for putting that together and for sharing.
Well, thank you both. I must say what we hear over and over is how we all need every worker we can possibly find. So I think there's a gold mine here of individuals who have much to offer and in some, really make a difference in the workplaces that they join. So we celebrate with you this month and unlocking the potential of these individuals who are right here among us and will help you spread the word. So congratulations on the month.
Yes, and thank you. And thanks for sharing JJ's story. He looks like he would be a joy with, so thank you.
He really
No, thank you guys. And my grandmother used to drive the bus and would pick up students and take them to school. And I know that your workers and the people that you employ, they get so attached to these either children or adults, because my grandmother always used to call them my kids. I took my kids to school today, or and she just loved every single one of them. She did that for many, many years. So I learned firsthand, about the individuals with disabilities. So thank you.
Pam, I'd just like to thank you and Janice and your entire team for all the work you do. There's nobody that knows this space better than your team, and we're thankful. And it's always good to see new people get an opportunity to get in the job market, and let us know in any way that we can be supportive. I know you're working closely with Marvine and Garth, but let us know if there's any way we can be helpful.
Thank you. And thanks to Deb Decker's team as well.
All right. Okay, now down to more business, our county engineer.
Good afternoon, Commissioners, Administrator, ladies and gentlemen. I'd first like to say, as a board member of We Care Arts, I certainly appreciate what developmental disabilities does. So we have a number of resolutions today. The first is Resolution 22-551 to authorize participation in the Ohio Department of Transportation Cooperative Purchasing Program. 552 is to accept Montgomery County Transportation Improvement District's payment for inspection fees for the Old Springfield Road Improvements Project in an amount not to exceed $40,000. 553 is to reject all bids for the 2022 crack seal program countywide and to re-advertise at an estimated cost of $170,000. 554 is to authorize an agreement with Burgess and Nyepel, Inc. for general engineering services for the 2022 general engineering services contract in an amount not to exceed $500,000 through June 30th of 2025. We have two resolutions to amend agreements. The first is 555 to amend the agreement with RB Jurgens Contractors, Inc. for the Mad River Alex Bell Road Improvement Project in Washington Township by adding $40,000 to the original amount for a revised total of $966,281.49. And 556 is to amend the agreement with True Inspection Services, LLC, for the NACE Certified Inspector Services for the Sellers Road Bridge Rehabilitation Project in the city of Moraine by adding $16,040 to the original amount for a revised total of $23,750 through June 30th of 2022. And we have three resolutions to authorize the county auditor to process payments by warrant for permissive tax funds. 557 is City of Moraine for the 2022 Vance Road Rehabilitation Project in the amount of $15,172.28. 558 is with the City of Moraine for the 2020 Dryden Road resurfacing from the Corp line to Kreitzer Road project in the amount of $22,753.95. And 559 is for the City of Centerville for the 2021 Wilmington Pike resurfacing project in the amount of $95,899.86.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. County Sheriff.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under the County Sheriff, we have Resolution 560, accept a grant from the Ohio Department of Public Safety, Office of Criminal Justice Services for a body-worn camera grant in the amount of $76,100.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
County Prosecutor.
Thank you, Commissioners. On behalf of the Montgomery County Prosecutor, Matt Heck Jr., we have Resolution 561. This is to authorize an agreement with Aaron E. Reinhardt, an attorney at law at Faruqi PLL, to act as a special prosecuting attorney to provide legal representation to Montgomery County in an amount not to exceed $75,000 through December 31st of 2022.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Juvenile Court.
Good afternoon. Juvenile Court has two resolutions, and I would like to make a quick comment after those resolutions if I could have a minute. Resolution 562 authorizes the purchase from Geo Byers Son Holding, LLC, doing business as Byers Ford through a City of Columbus agreement for two 2022 Explorer vehicles in the amount not to exceed $60,058. Resolution 0563 authorizes the purchase from Stanley Convergent Security Systems Incorporated and Chapel Romanoff Technologies LLC for upgrades to the juvenile court video security recording and viewing system in the amount not to exceed $85,702.52. And then I just wanted to pass along thank you from Judge Capizzi and Judge Wallace for supporting young people involved in the juvenile justice system attending the first four basketball games here in Dayton. we were able to use this as a reward for kids that are doing very well in their programs and use them as incentives. So we also had the kids participate in putting together some thank you cards and some pictures that I will send over for you guys to take a look at, but wanted to pass along our thank you. Kids had a great evening on both nights. Thank you.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that with us. You know, we hear from a lot of the people that use the tickets, but when we hear from the kids, it's really special. The kids at juvenile court, the kids at children's services, some DDS folks that we give tickets to. So I'm really glad that they were able to use it and had a great time, great experience. And I will
Yeah,
move
thanks
forward.
for sharing. Thanks for sharing.
Thank
I
you,
move for-
Eric.
Okay, so Debbie, you move for approval?
Mhm.
Oh, second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
County coroner.
Under the county, thank you, commissioners. Under the county coroner, we have resolution 564, authorizing a purchase agreement with Lodox NA LLC to provide a preventative maintenance platinum plan for the Lodox full body X-ray system in an amount not to exceed $55,500 through January 22nd, 2025.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Public defender.
Under the public defender, we have resolution 565, request bids for computer equipment and provide public notice.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
County administrator.
Under the county administrator, under the clerk's office, we have approved the minutes of the meetings on March 29th, 2022. Resolution 566, approval of bills, and resolution 567, approval of travel and expenses. Both of those lists are available in the clerk's office.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Administrative services.
Under administrative services, we have resolution 568, approval of personnel actions. That list is available in the clerk's office. Resolution 569, amend the agreement with Highland Group, Inc. for consulting brokerage services for the risk management department by increasing the original amount by $10,000 for a revised total of $425,467 and extending the term through December 31st, 2022. Resolution 570, authorizing the purchase of law enforcement vehicle equipment from K.E. Rose Company, Ltd. for the sheriff's office at the lowest and best bid of $61,392. Resolution 571, request bids for dog food for the Animal Resource Center. Resolution 572, request bids for veterinarian supplies for the Animal Resource Center. We have two authorization agreements. Resolution 573, Gray Matter Systems, LLC, for professional services for network, cyber, and SCADA support for the Environmental Services Department in an amount not to exceed $49,950 through December 31st, 2022. We also have Resolution 574, Economic Modeling, LLC, for subscription services, user training, and technical support for developer software for the Business Services Department in an amount not to exceed $30,000 through March 31st, 2023. We also have 3 approved courthouse licensing vendor agreements for rental space on the courthouse square through December 31st, 2022. Resolution 575, Cortland's Mobile Grill. Resolution 576, Dayton Original Pizza. And Resolution 577, What the Taco. We also have 2 authorization letters of understanding. Resolution 578, Montgomery County Department of Job and Family Services for building and grounds maintenance services at the Haynes Children's Services Center through December 31st, 2024. And Resolution 579, Montgomery County Department of Job and Family Services for the rental of 178,643 square feet of office space at the job center through May 31st, 2022. We also have 1 late item, Resolution 628, accept a grant from the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services for Responsible Fatherhood Month in the amount of $4,000. And I want to thank the Department of Job and Family Services Commissioners for this grant. As you know, we have moved our fatherhood banquet to Fatherhood Weekend. So we'll have the banquet and then we'll have the traditional picnic. So we're going to have a action-packed Fatherhood Weekend. And Job and Family Services gave us this additional grant and we're very thankful.
That's great. I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Environmental Services.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have one resolution for your consideration today. It's Resolution 580. Accept the subdividers contract from Grand Traditions Homes for the Grand Villas of Clayton Development.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Human Services.
Thank you, Commissioners. We have several resolutions today. The first is 581. It's authorizing an agreement with Omega Community Development Corporation for the Parent Cafe program in an amount not to exceed $16,656 of Ohio Children's Trust funds through June 30th, 2022. We also have amend agreements to support early intervention services by increasing by $5,000 through June 30th, 2022. Resolution 582 with Montgomery County Board of Developmental Disability Services. Resolution 583 with the Greater Dayton Area Hospital Association. In addition, there is Resolution 584 to amend the federal fiscal year 2022-2023 Prevention, Retention, and Contingency PRC Biennial Renewal Plan through September 30th, 2023. 585, authorizing an agreement with the Bonadio Group for consulting services for the Children's Services Division in an amount not to exceed $13,200 through December 31st, 2022. Also authorize affiliation agreements to provide educational field experiences for undergraduate candidates pursuing a degree in the social work program through December 31st, 2024, which is 586 with Fordham University and 587 with Sinclair Community College. In addition, we have 33 resolutions authorizing agreements for substitute care services through March 31st, 2024, and they are resolutions 588 through resolution 620.
Move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Business Services.
Thank you, Commissioners. Under Business Services, Community and Economic Development, I have three resolutions for you. 0621, authorizing agreement with Boonshoff Museum of Discovery to assist with construction costs for HVAC capital improvements in an amount not to exceed $350,000 through December 31st, 2022. Resolution 0622, authorize a delegation of activities agreement with the City of Moraine for the Cobblegate Drive Improvements Project in an amount not to exceed $150,000 through June 30th, 2023. And finally, 0623, submit an application to the State of Ohio Department of Development for CARES Act Community Development Block Grant funding in amount not to exceed $3,280,000.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, and under County Commissioners, I have Resolution 624, which approves a participation in the Region 8 governance structure under the One Ohio Memorandum of Understanding. And we have late item number 629, which is appoint Rabbi Karen Bodney Halas, representing the faith community, Shanta Tay Winston, representing the business community, and Gwen Buchanan, representing the community at large, to the Human Services Levy Council for terms through January 31st, 2026. We also have accept and approve annexations from Butler Township, Ohio, to the City of Union, Ohio, utilizing the special procedure expedited type 2 annexation in accordance with section 709.023 of the Ohio Revised Code. Resolution 625 is annexation of 14.880 acres, more or less. Resolution 626 is annexation of 6.733 acres, more or less. And resolution 627, annexation of 1.483 acres, more or less.
I move for
Late
approval.
agenda. Well, there's a late agenda here.
I thought
Carolyn.
I thought she did it though.
She did. She did.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I'll second and go first, whichever.
Okay, Judy, you went for, you moved to approve.
Okay.
Okay, I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And now we are through all the business part. Do I have a comment from our county administrator?
Well, thank you, commissioners. And I would just say on the last resolution you just voted on, resolution 624, I commend Commissioner Dodge and her assistant, Erica Mattingly. I think they did a fantastic job. This took a lot of work and a lot of collaborative effort to move this forward, and it's going to do a lot of good in our community. So Judy, thank you, and Erica for a lot of work, but great job on this.
No, thank you. It really has been a lot of work, and we're very fortunate because Montgomery County is only one district. You know, some of these other areas in the state have like 5 and 6 counties, and I don't know how they're going to all agree on everything, but we're very fortunate that we've all come together, and we've put this memorandum of understanding up at the state. And so they're very pleased that we're moving forward, because the main thing is to get this money to the agencies and the groups that need the money from this opiate settlement. So very pleased to be able to move forward.
Yes,
Thank
thank you. And Erica.
Yeah,
yeah,
I couldn't have done this without her.
CCAO's Rachel has really carried the ball on board. You might know this. We did finally just get approval from the Attorney General that they will pay some of our legal fees on this, but we were fortunate. So as hard as it was, Judy and Erica, think about these other counties that had in their region had 7 and 8 counties, and all the jurisdictions under that, you know, close to 100 jurisdictions total, some of them. But even so, let's compare ourselves to some of the other single counties. We're doing better than they are too. So I applaud you. Cuyahoga County can't get to resolution at all. One county, one region, because the city and the county there are not in agreement. They have 53 jurisdictions and they're nowhere. So we're ahead of the game, and I really thank you guys for doing that for us.
Absolutely. And I would only say, once again, Montgomery County is known for good collaborations and, you know, coming together when we need to. So just another fine example.
So commissioners, I wanted to talk a little bit. I'm going to go into the fact that we had a very successful job fair last week, and highlight some of the available careers. Once we finalize all the numbers, I'll give you a report out on that. And once we figure out what areas and how we parsed off the different jobs doing the career. So I'll give you a future report out on that. But one of the things that we are very passionate about is providing opportunity and employment for our youth. You just heard Commissioner Lieberman talk a little bit about, and Jamie talk a little bit about reentry, and Eric talking about youth that got an opportunity to attend the first 4 events. So part of what we want to do with our youth is give them a great working experience, because we know if we give them a working experience and we give them a mentor, possibly we can get in front of any distractions that they may have in the future. So I'm proud to announce that we have a Youth Work Spring Job Fair for ages 14 through 18 at Dare Park, May 11th from 11 to 2. Again, that's ages 14 to 18-year-olds, Dare Park, May 11th from 11 to 2. You can register for YouthWorks online at thejobcenter.org and click on youth. We also really need local businesses to help us out. Again, as a local business, you get an opportunity to become a mentor for youth for life. And helping us out with a work experience in your organization provides meaningful work, but it also provides meaningful training for the youth. In return, we pay for all of the salaries. I repeat, we pay for all the salaries and we pay for the workers' comp. So we're covering the insurance and we're covering the salaries. We ask of you to provide the mentorship, the leadership, and the job training. Help us keep our youth engaged and acquire a skill. You can find these details at the same location, YouthWorks applications at thejobcenter.org, and click youth. It's same link as the youth themselves for the businesses, and we would ask, please, Miami Valley businesses, join us in providing a meaningful work experience for our young people. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. All right, first of all, I'd just like to take a moment really of silence for us to recognize two local civil rights leaders in our community, Margaret Peters and Willie Walker, who had such an impact in their own way on our community. And unfortunately, since our last meeting, we recently lost both of them. So just a moment or two, I know probably all of us knew them, just to take and just to reflect for a moment on all the good they did and how much we will miss them and how much we appreciate the legacy they leave behind. All right, I just had to do that. They were too much of icons in our community to go unacknowledged. I also want to give a huge thank you to the Ohio State Coalition of Motorcycle Clubs. Once again, they came through for our children. Bikers from about a dozen different clubs this past weekend hosted an egg hunt at the Haynes Children's Center. I guess it was on Saturday, for our children who were in foster care. Now, to say that these little ones were excited is an understatement. And I saw several little bunny outfits that were beyond adorable that they were wearing. But the bikers brought a snow cone machine, cotton candy, and they said there was plenty. So big children like me got to get a little bit of cotton candy as well. And there were literally hundreds of eggs stuffed with goodies for all these kids. So as we all know, when kids see eggs, they are on it, getting their baskets filled. Now, really what I want to say, these bikers, these clubs have been involved with our kids in care for the past 4 years now. And they show up not once, not twice, but 3 times a year. They show up before school starts with backpacks, and they told me that they've already collected 400 backpacks already, and that's months away. They also show up during the holidays at Christmas time, and of course they come at Easter. And it's just marvelous. You have these big burly guys with these big leather jackets on these motorcycles with absolutely hearts of gold. And they're each taking a child and walking around and helping them find the eggs. It's a sight to behold, and it just warms your heart, because they said that they know that these children are going through tough times, and they want to be sure that those children know that a lot of people, especially them, really care about them. So I just want to thank them publicly again for all that they do for our kids in foster care. It meant a lot to those children and to those foster families to be able to bring joy for that day. So it's always, that's part of this job that I just love, is to witness the the generosity of our community when we come together for each other. So great event.
Carolyn, did you take a ride on a Harley?
Not yet.
Well, last summer.
Quite that brave yet.
Yeah. Well,
One
last
of
summer
these days.
we got on them, and that's as
Yeah.
far as we.
Well, I didn't get on one. I could handle that, but actually going out on the streets, I'm not sure I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Well, next time. There
Next.
you go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, because April is Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention Month, tomorrow all of us are going to be wearing blue because it's Wear Blue Day. There are so many things that all of us can do to help prevent abuse and neglect. Offer to babysit or host a play date or provide a family meal to help relieve the pressures of so many frazzled parents. Just being a sympathetic ear for someone goes a long way as well. So please give some thought to how you can play a part in prevention, not just this month, but all year round. And show your support by wearing blue tomorrow. Thank you.
Thanks, Commissioner. You know, it's also county government. And, you know, as I was thinking about it, so many of these things, causes and organizations that we're focusing on all kind of go with our mission, you know, and so it's kind of interesting. We talked already about the National Second Chance Month, but in honor of that, we are having a reentry resource fair and seminar at our Westtown Employment Opportunity Center on Monday, April the 25th from 9 to 1. And at that event, we will have agencies there offering assistance with employment and training and housing, and as well as information about our Reentry Career Alliance or Academy. You know, as Michael said, as employers are really looking for more employees, as we know, I think in our region now we're up to 32,000 jobs going unfilled. So I often say to employers, well, will you hire a returning citizen or someone that's gone through our reentry program? And more we're seeing that people are. So, you know, our Office Reentry, as I think you all probably heard this and know by now, it's one of those areas that I am extremely passionate about. And we just want to make sure that we have the programming and services that are available through our program for men and women that are coming back and who deserve a second chance, who served their time, whether in prison or in jail. And they really need help, most of them, in overcoming the barriers that they face when they get out. And so we are so excited to be able to have this event on the 25th of April, again, at our Employment Opportunity Center. You often hear us refer to it now as the EOC. It's out at Westtown, and it's the 25th from 9 to 1. So many are invited, whether it's returning citizens, family, employers, organizations. It'll be a great event. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, with that, our next Montgomery County Commission meeting will be next Tuesday, April 19th, 2022 at 1:30 p.m. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. This meeting is adjourned. Have a great week.